What's up, y'all? It's Derek with Backwood In-Laws. I wanted to tell you a story about this speckled kingsnake that I came across the other day. If y'all can see it, I was actually going down the road in my log truck, and I accidentally hit the darn thing. And I was like, well, ain't no sense in me stopping, but I did anyway. So I stopped and got out on the dirt road. There's back, there ain't much traffic, but I got out and looked, and it was barely moving and everything, and looked at like it was real bad shape. So I got it and put it in my truck for just a couple minutes, and it ended up being about 2 hours throughout the whole thing. But it didn't look like it was gonna make it. It opened its mouth, and you know how something will breathe just one last time, and I just kind of just like that. It done that, and blood was coming out of its poor mouth and everything like that. And I was like, man, this thing ain't gonna make it. But I didn't want ants to get on it while it was injured, and while it was I didn't want to keep it in the dirt road either for somebody else to run over. But you can see, of course they're non-venomous, and I just want you to see his eyes or whatever. I don't know if I can get it to focus or not, but anyways, of course they have the round pupils, unlike the poisonous snakes that has the cat eyes. But back to the story, I had put it in my truck, and every now and then I'd see it breathe. It'd take a deep breath in, and it started moving its tail a little bit, like it was getting agitated, which was good. I wanted it to be responsive. And then started moving its head a little bit, and I done got a load of wood after that. I was on this to get my second load of wood of the day, and at work. But by the time I got to the mill, this little joker was feeling good, and he'd come up out of the box, out of a grease cartridge box I had in my truck, and started crawling around my feet and everything, and so as quick as I could, when I got home, I grabbed my camera to make this video to show y'all and tell you a story, and we're about to release it here in a minute, because that's by law. You're supposed to do that with any wild animal. You're not supposed to keep it to where they can't come and go as they please. But I don't think what I done applied or broke the law, because I just didn't want it to get ran over. And I'll tell you at the end of the video the reason why, a real cool fact about these, the reason why I wanted to make sure this snake was safe. But again, this is a speckled kingsnake, and these are probably my favorite snake to come in contact with. They breathe I think 2 to 3 times a minute, because it's a constrictor. I think the constrictors breathe a little bit more according to the internet, according to Google or whatever. But one cool fact though is they breathe with their ribs. We have a diaphragm that we breathe like that, but the snakes, all snakes, their ribs, they have muscles in all their ribs, and you'll see their whole body just get real big and go back down. And that's what the snake started to do when it started feeling better, was that. And so I was like, I was happy when I seen it doing that. But that was cool to me that they breathe with their rib muscles instead of like a diaphragm muscles like we have. But I'll let y'all get a close-up view while I talk. Y'all ain't got to see my ugly face. But they get 36 to 48 inches long. Some of them get around 72 inches. That just it's kind of rare, but they some of them do get that long. But they kill, like I said a while ago, they kill by constriction. Some snakes don't, but most of them do. But these, a while ago it wrapped on my arm. I wish it'd do it again so I could show you, but it wrapped on my arm real tight, and you could just, it was just weird how tight that this little small snake could squeeze my arm. But they live up to 20 years in the wild. I don't know about captivity, but in the wild they live up to about 20 years. And I'll try to stretch him out and let you see how long he is. He's about probably 3.5 feet long. But he's a cool little snake. I mean, I've never came in contact with a more cool snake than this one. But that's what's cool about this snake. But we'll release them here in a second. But I want to remind y'all that we do have a Facebook page, Backwood In-Laws. I would like for you to subscribe and like, and don't forget to hit the bell. You got to hit the bell to let you know when we put another video on. But the bush is all up in the way. But it helps us out again, you know, it helps us out to help us, you know, the more views we get, of course, the more money that we make. And we're not making a killing. We just want to make enough to be able to make enough to get another video camera or whatever. But anyways, the cool fact that I wanted to tell y'all about is that these snakes not only eat other snakes, but they eat other venomous snakes. And see, they it says they're immune to the venom, so even if they get bit by the snake while constricting it, it's not going to hurt it. So with the tight grip that these have, they don't it don't faze them when they get bit. So they eat the venomous snakes. But I wish I had a lot of these around the house, but it's just, you just don't come across them that much. But we're going to release it here in a second. I got to readjust my camera and I'll be back with you. All right, y'all. Y'all say bye to the snake. To the old speckled king snake. Look at this guy. He's going to be happy to get back out in the wild. I'm just glad that we could keep the ants from getting on him, because, you know, like I said earlier, he had spit up blood and everything else and stuff. I don't know how he lived through getting ran over by a log truck. I must have barely hit him. I don't know if that's what happened, or or if snakes just, you know, if they can be flattened out and take a good hit. I'm not sure. But he's gonna love being returned to the wild. I just wanted to give y'all some good footage at the end. See if we get some close-up detail with them. Let you see the speckles, the dots. Speckled kingsnake. You can go, little fella. You gotta check everything out before he leaves. But anyway, y'all, we appreciate you watching. If you like this video, like I said earlier, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll try to get some more snake videos for y'all later. And I'm not gonna get up this close and personal with a poisonous one, but of course not. I've got a wife and kids I got to stay alive for. But anyway, he's gonna slowly. He's a cool dude. He's gonna slowly make his way back off into the woods and have a great life. So see y'all next time. Appreciate you.